Alrighty, time for my round 4 game of GPA. I'm playing Polymorph against Zangy, who is on Grixis control, it seems. Let's see, so I'm on a draw. That's okay, what about this hand? Yeah, that's exactly what I want. Got Pearl Factor, Cosmic Sinkhole. Yeah, this is perfect. Like, I can't ask for a better hand here. Alright, so let me just double check the deck they're on. Yeah, it's Grixis control with Salome top end. Oh yeah, and Salome has been nerfed. So, at least from last month. But yeah, basically, you can plus it twice if you've sequenced correctly, usually. I'm just hoping to win before Salome becomes relevant. But yeah, since they're playing an instant speed control deck, and I'm also playing a very instant speedy deck, there's going to be a lot of interaction at instant speed. And it's probably going to be a sort of whoever is the first one to blink loses sort of game. And this hand's very ideal for that sort of thing because my goal is to resolve Mystery of the Crashcraft, and then now I have a small threat, and then I just keep up counter spells for the rest of the game. Okay, so is there anything on 2 that I want to counter for sure? I mean, they have Cosmic Sinkhole, right? Yeah, they have Cosmic Sinkhole, but they can't cast it. They're probably holding up a Void Flare, which snipes my Mystery of the Crashcraft token, but that's actually good for me, I think. So now the problem here is that if I fetch Mountain off Wayfarer's Shrine, then I won't have double blue up for the rest of the game. And then that's going to be a problem because I might want to have a turn where I go double blue. So that means I have to fetch Crystal Caverns if I want to Utera Mystery, which will hurt me a bit. I guess life doesn't matter too much in this matchup. I mean, they do win by fireballing me out, but that's after they already take control of the game. So I think this is acceptable. I can't afford to fetch Crystal Caverns here and take a bunch of damage. Anyways, if you have turn 1 Void Flare, then yeah, just feel free to kill that. I got Mystery of the Crashcraft down on a turn where I don't really need to keep up counter spells. And now I can just hold back and relax. Wayfarer's Shrine's fetching... Wayfarer's Shrine is definitely fetching Island here, and then well, I'm looking for lands, so I probably want to Seek Prophecy. Well, that telegraphs that I'm looking for lands. I think I'll Monkey Shines, I guess, because it keeps my hand hidden. Alternatively, I can hold up here with you. Is that better? Okay, what wants to be countered on 3? Not much. I think I'll just start with Monkey Shines. So let's see, what do I have? Imagine and Wayfarer. Okay, well, Wayfarer Shrine definitely goes on top because I need that for next turn. I guess Imagine's not horrible. So they're just going to keep waiting. Oh, I wonder if they're going to try to play around the Cosmic Sinkhole. Yeah, they're not going to jam on 3. But I'm completely fine with that outcome. So play Wayfarer Shrine. Do I fetch now? I'm always fetching Mountain here, right? Yeah, so I should probably just fetch before they can try to interact with me at instant speed to do shenanigans stuff. And do I do anything else? I can Seek Prophecy, I guess. So Seek Prophecy and then hold up Pearl Fracture. Like, what end of turn thing do I have to worry about? Technically, I guess I also have to worry about end of turn Reveal Eternities. I mean, that's fine. I just let that happen if it happens. Alternatively, I can hold up here with you and then end of turn here with you, and if they try to interact, I Cosmic Sinkhole that. If they interact, I probably can't deal with whatever. Yeah, I'll just do the here with you thing. I think it's probably better. And even if they try to interact, I can still snap off a Cosmic Sinkhole, which gets at least 1 token, and then that means the turn afterwards, if I get a land, I get to True Form while they're mostly tapped out. So they're just going to pass. All right, let's see what they have. If they have anything, they should use it now. Okay, they're going to throw up the Exeunt. I'm going to Cosmic Sinkhole right now to foil the Exeunt. Alright, so, I mean, yeah, I'll make them use another removal spell. Draw. Alright, cool. Oops, keep doing that. Draw forward, I get the lands I need. And they're still not tapping out to kill Epsilon, so that's good, at least. So now I untap, and that's Ares Pillar in my hand. I definitely play Frostfire Geysers here just to get all my mana in order. So if they end up turn try to kill my Epsilon, I just True Form it, and then let Patara Tributes, make them sack half their lands. That's a really good outcome for me. If they don't do anything, then, I mean, that's also fine. I guess I discard the Mountain. No, I discard the Magmatic Torrent because I already have Ares Pillar in hand, so there's really nothing else for me to fetch right now. Yeah, I can afford to wait. I got everything I need in hand right now and have Epsilon on board. So they're the ones who are pressured to do something. And also, I have Portal Factor. I have Wanderlust on Portal Factor, so I can hard counter Void Flares now. And also, they don't have I'm pretty sure they don't have a Void Flare, because if they had one, they definitely would have used it on Epsilon already. I'm just going to let Epsilon run away with the game. If they tap out for anything, a Time Tribute comes down. Okay, Valerie Kripek. Yeah, sure. I'll try to Portal Factor that. Right. Yeah, I tried to Portal Factor that. If they want to pay for it, then they're tapped out, and I get to Portal Factor again. And then if they tap out, then I get to True Form for Time Tributes, and that probably wins me the game. They refuse to pay. Cool. Yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. That means that I get to continue whacking them for the next turn. Do I want to Seek Prophecy? I can play Magmatic Torrent untapped and also be able to play Seek Prophecy, and then hold up True Form plus possible Portal Factor. Yeah, well, anyways, I always attack first, and Magmatic Torrent untapped. Seek Prophecy. I doubt that they want to do anything against that. And reveal a bunch of Monkey Shrines and a Buy to See. I think Buy to See is actually quite good here. But do I take Monkey? No, I already have enough things. I take Buy to See because that gives me a threat for after, right? Or do I take Monkey Shines? I'll take Buy to See. And then, let's fetch now to prevent shenanigans, I guess. Yeah. Well, no, I'll just pass for now. If they try to slam Salome here, I just counter it, and then they just wasted their entire turn again. They're going to pass. Yeah, I'm fine with that outcome. Again, I'm the aggressor here. I can afford to wait. They can't. They're the ones that who have to do something before Epsilon kills them in 4 turns. Right? It's a 4-turn clock. It's slightly more than 4-turn. I'm not gonna do math here. So I always attack first. They take. I don't think Ares player will ever become relevant anytime soon. So I should just Is there a point in holding up both True Form plus Portal Factor? I think there is. I'm going to play this untapped. I'll pass the turn now. Void Flare the Epsilon. Okay, so how am I going to deal with this? I can Portal Factor this right now, and they can try to counter the Portal Factor. Oh, actually, I'm out of counter. So I can True Form here, and then they try to use a counter spell. I counter back with Portal Factor. They counter back with their other counter spell. Is that a good outcome for me? I think that actually is a good Okay, and then they untap it. They untap and then slam Salome or something like that. I think this is actually an acceptable outcome for me, right? Like, do I really want to fight over this? Yeah, well, I'm just going to use this opportunity to start fetching, because I don't want to be caught with my pants down in response to a fetch land or whatever. So I'll just get out all my fetchables. So that's 6 mana to play around with, and do I just let Epsilon die? It feels bad, but I think the correct play is to let it die. Or actually, I can. I'll Portal Factor. I'll try to fight over it. Okay, they let it happen. Alright, do they have another removal spell? Apparently not. So yeah, I'll just let them untap. They can try to throw 2 removal spells at Epsilon. Like, I can True Form in response to the first one, so they have to use the second removal spell, and then that still leaves me with a bunch of alien tokens left over. Oh, they just pass. Alright, I can afford to wait. Except I can't really afford to wait now because they're playing around. They're playing around Portal Factor plus. They're playing around Portal Factor on their Salome. So I need to. I can't True Form twice. Well, anyways, I always attack first here. The Exunt, that's completely fine by me. I think they're just trying to prevent lethal. What's the best way to play around Salome? I think it's to play Paul, right? Yeah, because Paul dodges a Salome. They let it resolve. Plus Paul, let's see what I draw. Seek Prophecy, do I need 2 True Forms? This guy in True Form basically implies I have a second True Form. I think I can ditch the Seek Prophecy now. Yeah, I don't think I need a Seek Prophecy right now. Like, if they Salome minus, I'll just do something, I guess. The fact that they just threw off an Exunt there suggests that they don't have removal, or at least Void Flare. If they play Los Barons, okay, are they going to do Salome now? They're going to Anapraxias to kill Epsilon and bring back Valerie Kripek. Alright, well, do I have... No, I just True Form now because there's no way I get punished for it, right? No, I let Epsilon die, actually. That's the correct play there. And then I wait for them to tap out for Kripek because I already have Paul to do stuff. And then I'll True Form end of turn. Like, I know that they only have 1 card in hand, so I have 2 True Forms, so I know that at least one of the True Forms will be able to resolve. I'm just going to try to force through a True Form. and nuke half their lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I got them on evens, which is less good than getting them on odds, but that's still fine. And again, they can't afford to tap out ever because I have the true form available. Okay, now I'm going to try to true form. Let's see how they react to this. They concede. Alright, cool, they had no answers. So post board, I'm going to bring out the Seraph Fleshes because I don't think I'm ever going to try to fight a Planeswalker using removal. Job Pierce has definitely come in. Forbidden Treasure is also pretty decent, but maybe that's a bit overkill. Well, I mean, hits half their deck. Maybe that's useful. Doesn't hit their Planeswalkers, which is what I'm actually trying to counter. So maybe it's not as good. And also I need to look for more stuff to bring out. So Void Flare probably comes out. They have not enough things for me to shoot with Void Flare. And what else? Yeah, I bring out one of the I bring out one of the Polymorph effects because since they're a control deck, they have counter spells. I don't want to be stranded with too many unusable Polymorphs in hand. This hand has absolutely nothing. This hand has not great, but turn 1 Imagine to turn 2 Redo. That's like something. I'll keep it. I'm not happy about it, but I'm willing to try it with this hand. I'll just use turn 1 Imagine to try to find something useful. Void Flare. Alright. Well, they're not going to counter this, and I can't counter anything they play on 2, but again, there's nothing that's worth countering on 2. So Rogar's Frenzy gets me a creature for Space Oddity. I think I top this. Next turn I play Magmatorn untapped and fetch Frostfire Geysers. If they don't do anything, I end up turning Rogar's Frenzy to them, so I can hold up Rogar's Frenzy flashback on 3. Crumbling Precipice and pass. Pearl Fracture, nice, that's a counter spell. I have 2 counter spells in hand, and Rogar's Frenzy possibly threatening a Space Oddity. As soon as I get creature tokens on board, it becomes extremely scary for them. Oh, at least as soon as I get creature tokens plus 4 mana, it becomes extremely scary for them because anytime they tap out, they have to worry about being blown out by the instant speed Polymorph. Actually, I should fetch now. I should get Frostfire Geysers now before they can do crazy stuff, before they can respond to my fetch activations. Redo being double blue is kind of annoying because, oops, okay, yeah, they let me do it. Anyways, Rogar's Frenzy face, are they going to do anything in response? I don't think any of the big threats that they can play are at instant speed. Like, all their answers are at instant speed, but all their threats are still at sorcery speed. So yeah, I get Rogar's Frenzy in Yard, which means I can hold up 3 mana next to, I can hold up 3 mana next turn, and alright, nice, I got perfect mana now. I'm assuming they're just going to try to play some card draw thing end of turn, and I'm completely fine with letting that happen. They're going. I mean, they can technically also. No, they're not going to do anything end of turn. Alright, what can they do at 4 mana instant speed that's really scary for me? Not much, actually. Alright, let's see if they respond to this thing. They let it happen. Alright, sure. And are they going to let me untap with it? Okay, sure. I mean, I'm pretty happy with this outcome. Let me just move around my lands a bit. So now I just swing every turn and then hold up all my cards. Alright. Yeah, sure. If they're going to try to interact with me at instant speed and they tap out, then I'm just going to Space Oddity in response. Like, they can try to throw off Exit or something. I'm assuming it's more likely to be just 2 removal spells. Void Flare. Yeah, first Void Flare happens. They still let this thing connect. And yeah, pass a turn. They're going to try to retire my guy. Is there any point in trying to fight it? So they could be holding up Cosmic Synchro. If they're holding up Cosmic Synchro, then that means if I Space Oddity, then I completely tap out. And that's extremely bad for me because, so then they untap it with 5 mana. What can they slam on 5? They can like Value Krepek or something, which is fine, but not great for me. Like I can also try to counter this. I can redo this, and so that protects my Elemental token. But then that means next turn they get to slam something with Counterspell backup. Do I want to protect this guy? I think it might be worth protecting. Because as long as I have this guy around, it's just really annoying for them because they can't ever tap out. I'm not exactly sure if I should have done that, but I mean, are they going to Valley Krepek? Oh boy. Well, actually, Portal Fracture. If they tap out here, then I get the Space Oddity next turn. And Valley Krepek can't kill this guy. Also, that means I probably should have kept around Redo instead of Portal Fracture. Are they going to tap out for this? I guess if they have Void Flare in hand, then okay, they're going to try to fight it. And they're going to bring back Void Flare and, yep. And they actually get a trigger. Okay, yeah, that's actually really annoying. I think I am forced to Void Flare to Valley Crepect to prevent them from getting more insane. So that also leaves a creature token on my opponent's board, so they're another aggressor. Anyways, I should kill this before more things happen. And I can end up turn fetch Ares Pillar. So I can still do Ares Pillar stuff, I guess. Also, I just need to draw anything that makes me tokens, and I can threaten Space Oddity again. I'll get Ares Pillar end of turn. They're going to do funny things. Are they going to end of turn Cosmic Coalescing me? That's the only thing that makes sense. Nope, they're just going to fetch so that I don't respond to their fetches. Mystery of the Crashcraft, that's absolutely perfect. So what are the chances that they have another counterspell? I think it's pretty low. Okay, so do they have odds or evens? They have odds right now. Cool, that's really good. So now the question is, do I go for it? What's the worst thing that happens if I go for it and it gets countered or something? Well, okay, so they minus Valeria Kripek to get back Void Flare, so that suggests they don't have another removal. And the fact that they Cosmic Sinkhole doesn't prove anything. They could have another counterspell in hand somewhere. I think it's worth going for, right? If I don't go for it, what happens? I play Mystery. Mystery is just Mystery exists. Yeah, play Mystery. Mystery exists, and then they do stuff. Okay, if I want to make this play, I should upkeep the Mystery of the Crashcraft or upkeep the Space Oddity. Anyways, I'm going to play out Mystery. If they try to fight over it, do I try to fight over it? They let it happen. All right, I think I go for it. I will go for it. And the fact that it said stop on upkeep basically telegraphs Space Oddity. They're going to tap out for Reveal Eternities. Do they have it? Okay, so they could have Portal Fracture. That's really the only thing that makes sense. Well, I was already committing to going for it, so I think now is the best time before they find another counterspell for this thing. Let's see if they have the Portal Fracture. And then Praxis Endeavor. Okay, yeah, close enough. So now they get to pull ahead. And I'm pretty sure I lose here, because I basically need 2 cards in order to get back into the game. If I held the Space Oddity, would I have a chance if I held there? Maybe? What, so I hold Space Oddity in hand, I let Reveal Eternities resolve. They tried to resolve a Salome or something. Yeah, maybe I should have held. Do they have anything proactive to do though? Because if they don't, okay, they have Salome. Yep, that's unfortunate. So I should have just held. That means, I mean, technically they could have gotten me to, they could have Apraxia'd me during their end step, but then that means they have to tap out. So yeah, that's, anyways, they have Salome in play, and that's a huge problem for me because I can't deal with that. Do I play this untapped? Is there any point in playing it untapped? 1, 2, 3. No, not really. I guess I'm just going to try to force damage into their face because I still might be able to kill them by burning them out somewhere. If they have a removal spell for this, then whatever, it happens. So now they're dead to 2 burn spells, if I can find them. I'm pretty sure they can definitely, I'm pretty sure they can find a way to deal with the Ares Pillar, but, well, yeah, that's one way to deal with the Ares Pillar. So now I need to find burn spells off the top. I mean, technically, if I get enough aliens, I can also, I top deck a cantrip, I chain a cantrip into a cantrip, and that flips Epsilon. Epsilon makes enough random goblins or random aliens to start dealing damage. Going to fetch with Magma Actorant now. Grab Resto Caverns, draw, by the sea. Okay, yeah, that is something that does stuff, and actually flips Epsilon too. Cool. That's a really nice top deck. They can counter this, but if they do, then I'll try to fight over it. Actually, they can just minus Epsilon to wipe my board. Are they going to fight over the Epsilon? Do I? Well, if I portal factor now, I get a Ram Goblin token, and then that knocks Salome down to. No, they can still minus Salome later on to kill my guys. I don't think there's a point in just trying to protect my guys when they can just board wipe so easily. So I should just let this die and just force them to Salome minus. Forcing a Salome minus is still passable, I guess. They're just going to Salome minus now. Okay, sure. Do they not have a second spell to cast this turn? Huh. Alright. True Form Revelation. Actually, yeah, maybe I should have held by the sea for True Form. Okay, that might have been a misplay. Well, now I need to top deck another creature token. I think my justification there was if I did nothing, then they're advantaged. So I had to do something. But yeah, definitely should have held the creature token maker in case I drew a polymorph. They're gonna play secrets. Alright. I reveal eternities again. That's fine. Trigger Salome. many counter spells do they have left in their deck? Plenty, actually. I don't think Pearl Fracture's ever countering anything anytime soon. Maybe it can protect something. By Kripek again. Okay, they can start making tokens, I guess. Alright, so I need a token maker. That's not a token maker. I just pass the turn then. You know, if I whacked Salome that turn instead of whacking face, would this game have gone differently? I mean, Salome would be at less loyalty. Maybe Salome would have to have killed itself in order to board wipe. Yeah, maybe I should have won at Salome. I should probably just F6 here. I don't really see anything that I'm countering with Pearl Fracture because basically all their spells are the same and they already played out their big things. They're going to keep drawing cards. And they're going to draw even more cards. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I don't think Tyrant Tributes even wins me here because they just sack half their land and they're still in a good position. So yeah, I mean, Tyrant Tributes isn't meant to win the game or win the game by itself, no matter when it happens. Just like it's supposed to come out early enough where it cements or it helps the tempo game plan completely take over. They have infinite mana now. They just one-shot me with Cosmic Coalescing, and there isn't much I can do about it because they can still protect it with Secrets of Coralite Court. They're gonna grab Anapraxias. Okay, what are they doing now? Exile Grave, Return Valerie. Does that do anything for them? Whatever. And they're going to make random dudes. Oh, it makes tokens, right? Reveal Eternities again. They're going to use their second Secrets of Coralite Court. Okay, I mean, now their spells are counterable again, I guess. If they want to tap out for Cosmic Coalescing and forget to play around 2 Pearl Factors, I guess I can get them that way. And I mean, they're not gaining life. Did they forget to gain life off Anapraxias? I think they did. They're going to discard to hand sides. Well, they probably have counter spells in hand. I mean, I don't know about you, but if you they probably put some counter spells in hand to play around stuff. I have one more basic in the deck, I think. Or I'll play a Wayfarer's Shrine Pass. And 10 blue, that's... Okay, do they have Cosmic Coalescing for the win now? Going to F6 this. I'm not going to do anything unless they have something that kills me. Everything else is just wheel spinning. White Flare, okay, they're just going to try to chip me down. Do they have the win? Come on, show me the win. Alright, and then I die. Cool. Anyways, so that means we're going to game 3. I'm on the play at least, so that's something. I lost because I fired my gun too early. I tried to polymorph, my opponent had 2 mana up, and then it turned out they had a removal spell. Actually, like, I should have taken it as a sign, because the fact that it said stop him upkeep basically telegraphs my opponent that I'm trying to go for the polymorph. So the fact that they were confidently tapping out for a Reveal Eternities means that they definitely had a 2 mana removal spell, because they wouldn't have done that otherwise, or maybe they were trying to bluff. Anyways, so yeah, this should be the loadout I go with. And I'm gonna play this time at least, so maybe I can get turn 1. Well, this hand has nothing. Yeah, I mulligan this. This hand has 1 mystery and nothing else. I mulligan this again. This hand has 1 forbidden treasure. Okay, I have to keep this, and I have no turn 1 plays. So, do I? No, I won't go for turn 2, Paul. I don't think that's not going to work out well. And I think I bought him Paul and Nebula. And then I'll try to... I mean, is Paul the best card in this matchup, though? I have to tap out for Paul, which is not something I want to do on 2. Well, can they kill Paul on 2? They can counter it, but otherwise, they need to use 2 removal spells in a single turn to kill Paul. Well, not even removal, they need to Void Flare it twice to kill it. I think Paul probably lives, so... Yeah, in that case, I'll bottom 2 lands. Because Paul probably finds me in my second land, right? And then I do this. Well, that feels extremely iffy. I don't like it. But at the same time, like, I can't really afford to bomb these 2 guys and then I hope to draw into my lands. Is that the right play? I mean, like, this could easily go wrong in so many ways. But maybe that's just the sort of game I need to play if I go down to a 5-card hand. You know what? I'll risk it. If I end up getting massacred, then at least I can blame myself. Anyways, so then that means I Mysterious Cataract on turn. Mysterious Cataract tapped and pass a turn. Telegraphing to them that I don't have Cosmic Sinkhole. Honestly, maybe I should have played this untapped, just to put the fear of Cosmic Sinkhole in their heads. It means I'm tapping out on 1 and 2, but if they Cosmic Sinkhole my Paul, what do I do? Because, like, True form. Okay, well, that's not a land. If I probably gets Cosmic Sinkhole, then now I need to start looking for lands again, and that's not something I'm happy about. Alright, cool, they're fetching. We're all fetching. I don't think I can afford to play around Cosmic Sinkhole. I think I just have to jam Paul and hope they don't have it. Darn. Alright, well, I'm hoping that I draw lands from now on so I can do the Rogar's Frenzy curve. Well, that's a buy to see. That is a creature, I guess. I'm not jamming that, right? Yeah, no way. So that means I should have end of turn Rogar's Frenzy instead. That feels wrong. Okay, they're going to draw at end of turn. I let this happen, or do I? Do I Forbidden Treasure that? Like, because there is an argument for getting rid of that, right? You know what? Yeah, screw it. I'm going to Forbidden Treasure that, just to know what's in their hand. They're going to resolve Valley Kripek next turn, and I'll be extremely sad. Cool, nice to know that. They have a bunch of counter spells, I guess. How did they board? I'm not going to pay that much attention to how they boarded. Well, they only have one Secret of Corelight Court. Interesting. Anyways, yeah, so, I mean, that does strip out a lot of card selection from them. And, oh, they're actually mass screwed. Yeah, they can't play Valley Kripek this turn. They can Destructive Ambition, but I think I'm fine with that outcome. Here with you. Okay, that's my end of turn now. Yeah, I'm going to... Actually, do I hear with you now? They get to untap with the cards first, but at least I get cards. I think I let this Yeah, do I let this happen? Or do I... Because if I try to end of turn here with you, they're going to be able to counter it. And if it gets countered, then it's significantly less good. I'm going to let this... Like, I'm going to play it now and let them draw the card. I'm going to let them untap with the cards first, even though that's really bad for me, because I really need the cards too. And how did I not get a land there? That's... Okay, well, at least I get to hold up Cosmic Sinkhole. So there's that. But yeah, seriously, how did I not get a land there? If I just continuously draw lands for top deck lands for the next few turns, I might still might have a chance. Otherwise, I'm in very big trouble. If they try to force through they're not going to try to force through Valerie. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I know they have Destructive Ambition, and that's still not a land. If they really want to, I guess they can Destructive Ambition my Seek Prophecy. Otherwise, yeah, I'm definitely... So this is going to look for lands. They're actually going for it. They know I'm mana screwed. Okay, they're not going to try to do that. Please. Well, that's better than nothing. Yeah, I can accept that. Oh, and I even get to snag a Seek Prophecy from that. So I get to hold up some mana, I guess. So that's fetching Frostfire Geysers. I'll fetch now so that nothing funny happens. Where's the Frostfire? Oh, I'm out of Frostfire Geysers. Darn. Well, I guess I have to lose life for my lands now. And they'll just pass a turn. Actually, there was no point in not... Oh, I have Forbidden Treasure. Yeah, that's... So Cosmic Sinkhole will not counter Valley Kripek. In fact, most of this... I can't counter Valley Kripek at all. But they don't know that. Actually, no, they totally know that. They can always keep up 2 mana to play around Portal Factor on Valley Kripek. They're tapping out for Delve for Treasures. Do I counter this? I think the answer is yes, because... Okay, what's the worst thing they can do on 5? They can Valley Kripek, but I can't stop that anyways. Right? So there's actually nothing super bad they can do on... yes, I will counter this. So they can resolve Valley Kripek, and there's not much I can do about it, but... Wait, if they can do that, then why did I counter it? Well, they are stuck on lands, right? Yeah, I think they're stuck on lands, so no, they're not, okay. But they're going to play this untapped? Okay, that gives me something to do. This doesn't have... Well, I have to make my own clue then. Valley Kripek, yep, that happens. I can't do anything about that. Well, actually, the reason... I should have held up Rogar's Frenzy so that I could end of turn Rogar's Frenzy them. They plus for no reason. Okay, good. Portal Factor... So I need to look for a land again. I found the land, and I found the Mystery of the Crashcraft to follow up with, which is not bad. Okay, so what do I do now? I can buy the sea in order to... I can't kill Valley Kripek, and I've already decided I'm not going to try to kill Valley Kripek because that's not possible. I can play Paul. Like, Paul is actually pretty safe. 1, 2... No, they can slow me next turn. Salome can't deal with Paul, though. Like, what actually deals with Paul? They can try to kill it, but they need to Void Flare it twice to actually kill it. I think Paul is actually extremely safe play right now, and I don't have 1 mana up afterwards. I don't have Portal Factor for anything. And the fact that I missed a land drop means my entire curve is... my entire curve is thrown off. I think I need to jam Paul right now. What do I even know about their hand? I know they have a single Destructive Ambition. They have Portal Factor. Alright. And Trigger right, Valerie gets a bunch of triggers too. So turns out that Cosmic Synco was a really bad play. Because if I had Cosmic Synco, my curve would be in a lot better because I can actually protect Paul there. Although the fact that Valerie gets a bunch of triggers means that Paul is not safe because he gets attacked down now. But I still have a chance. If they run out of counter spells, Destructive Ambition does not hit True Form. And they're not doing anything with their mana, so there's that. Mischief Crash Craft, right, I know that that's coming off the top. Okay, so do I play out Mystery here? Or do I play out By the Sea? They both get countered by Destructive Ambition, and that gets a Valley trigger. I go Shields down, just to get one of my things out. I think it might just be safer to use Rogar's Frenzy to get, if I play By the Sea, they Destructive Ambition it. In response, what do? I try to Forbidden Treasure it. I really want to do that counter spell fight. Well, I mean, then they have 2 removal spells. They have to use Valkyrie Kripek to kill it, and then they get a bunch of tokens out of the deal too. I think I just run out Mystery and hold up mana. Yeah, I know they have that, so I just let this happen. Trigger Valerie, but whatever. I already know that you have a bunch of Valerie triggers. And then I'll jam By the Sea. You can counter this too, I guess. Eventually they're going to run out of counter spells. Let it happen. Alright, let's see what they have. Investigate, cool. They do need to wipe the board somehow, I think. Like they can use a bunch of removal spells, but then that takes up their whole turn, I think. So I can probably, like, at least one of my guys probably survives. Retire. They're just going to individually remove my guys. But the thing is that Valerie makes tokens out of that, so it's not even bad for them to do that. Like I just have to let them kill my guys. They're not going to Valerie minus. They were playing around. What were they playing around? Well, anyways, Magmac Torrent. That's a land, and that gets me mana. So I Rogar's Frenzy the Soldier and swing at face, but that means True Form goes offline. I'm pretty sure they have removal. I think this entire game is just me being really tilted and not making the right plays. Anyways, this definitely needs to be untapped. If I swing this Otter, they block with the Soldier. So I should Rogar's Frenzy the Soldier so that I can make way for the Otter. Excellent. I mean, yeah, it happened, I guess. Okay, so this means that next turn, if I draw a land, I can True Form with backup. If they crack the clue, yep, that happens. And whack me down to 8. I actually am in danger of getting killed, right? Alright, so my plan here is kind of tributes with backup. They're just going to keep plussing Valerie Kripek for some reason. I mean, Tyrant Tributes doesn't win here. In fact, it hardly does anything, right? They sack some tokens and then some lands, and then they still have Valerie Kripek that minuses to get back an exile to kill my Tyrant Tributes, and that's not very helpful. And please tap out for Salome. The thing is, they don't need to tap out for Salome here, so tapping out for Salome would actually be a mistake. But maybe they get greedy. I'm really hoping they get greedy, because that's my only out. Oh, they're going to do something else with Valerie Kripek. Do they have anything? I guess they can delve for treasures. Why is this until the end of your next turn? They can just float this thing at exile. Oh, I hate how this works. Alright, well, where is it? I grab Crystal Caverns, and I flashback Rogar's Frenzy. And they use it exile now. Okay, so hoping for land top deck here. Land top deck lets me protect my guys. Oh, still doing stuff? Okay, fine. 2 exiles, well, I mean, it does clear the board, so, like, I'm not dead yet. Monkey Shines, yeah, I'm Monkey Shines here. Another Rogar's Frenzy. Do I put that in hand, or do I bomb that thing? Put Nebula in hand and Rogar's, no, I need to put Rogar's in hand. Actually, no, I bombed the Rogar's and I want a land on top. I think that's doable. I should be bombing the Rogar. I should bin the Rogar's, because that saves me 2 mana. I can't draw both cards. Yeah. Alright, here with you. That could be useful. Well, so now I pass the turn and see what they do. If they play something that's counterable, what are they going to do end of turn? Investigate. Alright, sure. They can just do investigations. Also, yeah, I don't know what's in their hand anymore. I mean, if they play something that's counterable, I counter it and then play here with you afterwards. And they're forced to go for the draw mode because what are they doing now? Are they going to try to float another removal spell? Seems like it. Do I like play out here with you? because that basically guarantees that I draw 4 cards. Okay, so the thing is, Rogar's Frenzy, I get 2 tokens. They're definitely going to retire it. They're going to try to retire my guy. They make a token off that. They have another removal spell in hand. They make another token off that. And now I'm staring down a Valley Kripek with like 2 tokens on it. I think I'm going to Here With You instead. And they're going to try to fight over it. Do I try to fight over it? I think this is a good time to use Forbidden Treasure because I want to see what's in their hand. Right? Yeah. If they want to keep fighting over it, then I'm fine with that because that gets rid of 2 counter spells from them. And then that means if I top deck any token maker, okay. Oh, that's that's actually really good to know what's in their hand. Okay, how many portal factors did they have? Only 1 more? Okay. But yeah, now that I know that their hand is just completely full of top end, I'm actually a lot happier with. Okay, so now, yeah, they have to choose tokens here because otherwise I get to true form because I know that they have no counter spells in hand. Or they have to choose they have to choose cards here. And then I just have to hope that they dodge, or I dodge them drawing 2 counter spells in the top 2. They can still cast Retire on the Time of Tributes, but I still manage to wipe half their board. And if I draw a land, okay. Yep. Well, if I draw a land, I get to. No, I don't get to do anything. Or, yes, I do. I get Spell Pierce to protect my guys. So yeah, hoping for a land top deck. Right. The Rogar's Frenzy gets. Yeah. So yeah, I did draw into Mystery. I'm hoping to draw into a land. And yep. So do I get the land draw that I need? Oh, that's not a land. I have to go for it anyways, but no, I can't go for it because Retire exists. They get to untap, but I know about the Salome. I can also play Paul, and well, no, my best play here is to just keep holding up true form, and Mystery lets me do that. And Retire plus something else. I have enough counter spells to not die. The problem is that Valley Kripek exists, and that thing is going to make creature tokens that puts me on clock. I'm going to Mystery. If they want to end of turn Retire, I will go for True Form, and if they match top deck a Cosmic Cinco in their top 2, then whatever, they got me. Yeah, that's my plan. If they want to fight over this thing, do I let them have it if they want to fight over it? They're not going to. Alright, so did you draw a Cosmic Cinco? If you didn't, then you're definitely not going to retire here. So I can use that at least to. Yeah, they did not draw a Cosmic Cinco until the end of. Why? Why does it let you play for this thing for so long? Well, at least Retire goes away at the end of their next turn. If they tap for Retire, that means they can't Salome. So it's actually probably safe-ish. If they Retire, I will try to protect the alien by using Portal Fracture. Exant, they're going to just keep flowing removal spells with this thing. Really annoying. Okay, can I kill Valley? No, I don't have the right things to kill it. They're going to Retire it. Do I fight over it? Yeah, the answer is I do. I definitely fight over it because I can flip the alien next turn if I cast a single instant. So what am I shuffling back with? Imagine. So probably all the Here With Yous, Forbidden Treasure, Here With You, Try to See, and all the cantrips. Yeah, that's probably what I want to shuffle back. So there's nothing to do end of turn. All right, what do I draw? Island, perfect. I finally get to 6 mana. That's exactly what I needed. Can I flip? No, so if I True Form, I have Spell Pierce. I can imagine True Form and then Spell Pierce. And that gets me around a single removal spell. Is that worth it? So they have 2 unknown cards, right? They haven't played out any of their known cards yet, so they have 2 unknown cards. And the 2 unknown cards, okay, they definitely do not have Cosmic Cinco, because if they had Cosmic Cinco, they would have used Retire already. At least that's the logic I'm going with. If they don't have Cosmic Cinco, they might have Portal Factor, and which actually doesn't get answered by Spell Pierce because they have too much mana. They could have Removal, which also doesn't get answered by Spell Pierce. Yeah, nothing actually works out very well. I can go slow and play Paul. I play up Paul, I plus Paul. I hope I still hold up Redo plus Imagine and Friends. I can play Imagine and then flip Epsilon, try to attack with it, because that will force removal spells out of them. Or they trump with the Soldier. I mean, either way, it's like it forces something to happen, and that's what I want to happen, right? So I'm going to start with Imagine, flip Epsilon, and let it happen. Right, so what am I shuffling back in? I already decided, right? Here With You is good. I do keep the Rogar's Frenzy in yard. I think okay, so Bide the Sea is probably all the cantrips are good. I definitely want those guys back in the deck, I think. Is there anything else I want back in the deck? Probably the probably Forbidden Treasures, because they're like hard counters. And then I want anything else back. Is Bide the Sea good? I'm not sure. Maybe one of the Pauls also comes back. This is why I should be playing Reminiscence instead of Imagine, because whenever I play Imagine, I get decision paralysis like that. Well, hopefully that was correct. I have no idea if it was, but hopefully it was, because I'm not going to know if it was correct or not. Ooh, Void Flare. Do I want this? Void Flare is useful. It kills Valley Kripek if they try to minus it again. I think it's useful enough for me to keep on top. Okay, so now I swing at Valley Kripek because... Right, I do this because now it dies to Void Flare. If they want to trade with the Alien, then they're free to. Okay, now Valley Kripek's down to 2 loyalty, which means that dies to stuff. Do I just pass? No, I think I Void Flare here. Or no, I have a second. They just have another Valley Kripek if the first Valley Kripek dies. Then why did I actually do that? There was no reason to do that. Well, actually, it's so that there was no good reason. There was no good reason to do that. All right, I'll pass the turn. I guess I can throw. All right, let me think. I think now is the time to. Okay, if I true form, what do I need to worry about? Because I will make a token off of that, so they can exit. I counter it. They need to have Cosmic Synco, which I know they don't. I think this is the time to true form. They need exactly Cosmic Synco here. So it looks like I finally got true form off. That was definitely a game and a half. So let's see. Ooh, nice. I get Seek Prophecy. And Time of Tributes finally comes down. Yeah, finally. I mean, they get to... No, they don't have enough lands to play Slowmate anymore. And I managed to catch them on an evens. On an odds, which is even extra good because now they have to sack 4 things. I definitely did not expect to win this game, but I'm happy with what happened. I think the reason I still managed to win here is because they got a really crappy hand with a bunch of Valeries. Like if they had anything more useful in hand, then I would have been in a lot more trouble. And now, yeah, I think they definitely sack Valerie here because they already have more Valeries in hand, and they definitely need more lands. So they have to sack 4 things, which means they untap us 3 lands. Which I mean, so if they have a land play in hand, they get to play Valerie and then get back an Exunt to. No, the Exunt doesn't help them because I have the random token lying around. But yeah, that was a close game. I think I'm in a very good position right now. Well, no, they could still have removal spells in hand, so they kill Time of Tributes. But now they're at a huge mana disadvantage. I can play Paul, flashback Rogar's Frenzy. Redo actually starts countering stuff properly now. Yeah, they do have the extra land in hand, and they are going to play Valerie. I think. Do I just try to kill Valerie, or do I just try to kill FaZe? If they have retired and Apraxia, yeah, close enough. They can kill Time of Tributes if they edict me. So I should keep around. Oh, they trigger Valerie, right? So yeah, I probably should just kill Valerie. But that gives them time. Do I want to give them time? Another truth. Oh, okay, yeah, that's convenient. They have more Valeries in hand. I think I can. I think I kill Valerie. Well, no matter what happens, I definitely play out Paul. I kill Valerie so that next turn, if they want the Valerie minus, they have to spend their whole turn to do it. Do they have another retire? And they don't have retire in yard. Actually, no, they don't have exit in yard either. Okay, yeah, definitely kill Valerie then. So, kill Valerie. They are soaking up a lot of damage with that. Maybe that's an incorrect play, but whatever. Okay, play out Paul. Draw with Paul and discard. Do I discard Void Flare? No, I discard Redo, right? Portal Factor is really good because... Oh no, Portal Factor is whatever, I feel like. Redo counters Valerie, Portal Factor doesn't. Do I discard Void Flare? This is so many decisions. I can also, like, if they tap out, I can end of turn True Form Time of Tributes, which is very fun. Or no, I can just end of turn Flashback Mystery. Or I mean, Flashback Rogar's, do the Time Tributes thing again. Yeah, I think I pitched a Portal Factor. Well, actually, I could have animated Paul and then True Formed it, and then that would have gotten me a second Time of Tributes, and that probably wins me a game a lot better than whatever this is. And, okay, I'll just justify it by saying that I want to get more sacks off my second Time of Tributes. They play untapped to play around Portal Factor, but little do they know that they need to actually play around Redo right now. Right, I need to K that. Yeah. And so do I redo that? I should not have discarded Portal Factor. I definitely shouldn't have done that. Well, at least what if they play Valerie? What's the worst thing they can get back? And then Praxis, which doesn't actually do enough. I guess technically, and then Praxis kills Paul. Except no, it doesn't. It doesn't even kill Paul. Yeah. I think I just let Valerie resolve because there's nothing too bad Valerie can do, right? Right. Let me think. They can like get back destructive ambition, which counters a thing. Uh, yeah, I'll let it resolve. Might be a mistake, but whatever. They can plus and then retire the tyrant tributes if they have that. If they do that, then I think I'll let it happen. Or no, if they do that, then I'll just true form my tyrant and then they're just going to yeah, they're going to get back Anapraxias, which doesn't actually do much, I don't think. I mean, they can get back another Valerie, but oh, they chip face or no, they get Paul down to 2, which makes sense. All right, let's see what scary thing they can do in response to this. Like if they want to Anapraxias, they should be doing it now. They let it happen. All right, so I guess I have redo to protect my true form. I'll do it pre-combat. Oh, my top deck tyrant tributes. Okay, that's bad. Now what? I mean, I'm still in a perfectly fine position, right? I still have 1, 2, 3. I'm not that far away from hard casting tyrant tributes, and I already used my imagine, so I mean that's not happening again. Actually, Paul just straight up dies to Apraxias, so I shouldn't do anything about Paul. I mean, I should just be smacking face. Valerie Crit Pet can't do anything dangerous when it's only at 1, so I'll let Valerie stick around. Redo will counter Salome, so that's like completely fine. So Paul draws and discards True Form. Okay, got Portal Factor, so that's nice. Yeah, and then I'll start swinging at face. If they want to use Anapraxias now, they feel free to. Probably fumbled the late game here. Like I definitely could have played this tighter, but it doesn't matter very much right now because of how big of an advantage I am at right now. Yeah, I'll just keep up everything. They finally going to use Anapraxias? Okay, what are they doing with this? Because Graveyard Exile doesn't actually do anything, right? I guess technically it prevents me from minusing Paul to get back Imagine, which lets me shuffle back Tyrant Tributes. But yeah, that's never happening. And now they're dead to a single Tyrant swing, so they need to deal with Tyrant now. I mean, they can get back another Valerie to gain some life, put some out of the Tyrant swing. That seems like what they'll do. Do I let this happen? I think the answer is no, right? Yeah, the answer is no. So I will Portal Fracture that, so that they still die to a single Tyrant swing. And I'll still, they can minus Valerie Kripek now. Yeah. Now they're dead to a Paul plus Void Flare. And also I can't protect my Tyrant Tributes from retire anymore. So yeah, I definitely am fumbling the late game. Well, I mean like if they try to slow mate, I have redo, which for sure counters it. If they try to delve for treasures, they need to tap out partly for it, which I'm completely fine with. If they do anything else, I guess their only out here is delve for treasures, find retire with it, use Valerie to prevent me from countering the retire. The retire hits time tributes. And they have a bunch of RAM tokens lying around after that, so now I need to go on the offense with Paul, which I definitely can do, but which eats through some of their tokens. And then I still need to seal the deal with Void Flare. I need to get them. I need to somehow get 3 more damage to their face so that I can Void Flare them to death. They're plussing Valerie now. And they're going to slow me. Well, unfortunately I have a counter spell. GG. Yeah, that was really close. I definitely could have played way better. Again, I got kind of bailed out by them getting a bad hand with lots of redundant legendaries, but definitely could have played better if I just didn't tilt early game. I thought a bit more about how to play out my curve. Like didn't try to Cosmic Sinkhole that Delve for treasures. That play was absolutely awful. There was no reason I had to go for it. I should have just let that thing resolve and then hold up the end of turn Rogar's Frenzy, and then that means the next turn I get to eventually Cosmic Sinkhole, like hold up a single Cosmic Sinkhole for 1 on the turn I play a 2-drop. But yeah, at least I managed to win that game, so there's that. Managed to go 4-0 in the Swiss. Hopefully I get as much success in the top 8. Maybe actually win another GP this time. Yeah. Anyways, see you next time, I guess.